Hey, what's going on, everyone? Great to see you all. I hope you had a wonderful summit last week. We got some incredible information from our appraiser. And today I'm going to tell you where you can find the presentation from last week. And then I'm also going to show you a couple of cool little tricks and tips that you can utilize to start to get more resources for yourself. And finally, I want to talk about what you can do to start to better prepare yourself financially to be one of the agents who's not only closing transactions and making money, but an agent who understands where's my money coming in, how much money is going out, and how can I take what I'm doing and go from a single sole proprietor business to a larger scale business? And ultimately, how can I save up my money so that I can start investing in real estate? How can I save up my money so that I can start buying properties or maybe doing some Airbnb arbitrage or any kind of real estate investing? But to do that, you do have to start saving up some money. You do have to start to better manage your funds and understand where your money goes. And that's what we're going to discuss today. So, the first thing I want to show you, I want everyone right now, go ahead and go into your Google Drive. And I'm going to show you how to get to your Google Drive if you don't know how. So, most of you, you'll start from your Gmail side. And inside of the Gmail, this is where you're logging in. You're going to go, you're going to find all of your emails, and you see it's loading right now. Now, I've got the Gmail site in here. And what we want to do is we want to click here on this little box. Everyone should see this little box here with the 9 little dots in a cube. Click there, and you want to click on Drive. When you click on Drive, it's now going to open up your Drive. And this is where I'm going to show you where you can find some really neat resources like the presentation that the appraiser gave us last week. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to upload that appraiser presentation in here for you just as soon as I'm done with this video. So by the time you watch it, his presentation will be in that folder. Next thing I want you to do is I want you to go here on the left-hand side where it says shared with me. And I want you to click right there on shared with me. And once you click there, you're going to see that you've got all of this stuff in your folder. Even if you've never put anything in there, you're going to have stuff in there based on things that we've shared with you. And what I want you to look for, you notice I've had a lot of stuff shared with me over the years. What I want you to look for is a folder called Agent Resource. Okay, so we're going to scroll through here. The other thing that you can do if you have too much stuff like me, you can actually just go up here at the top and type in Agent Resource. And you see here it says Team WPR Agent Resources. So I'm just going to click there and boom, now I'm in the folder. Now I'm here where I'm supposed to be. And inside of this folder, all of you have access to this. This is a really cool folder because it's got scripts in here that you can utilize. You see Deirdre shared these. We've got this sample P&L, which is what we're going to be working on today. We've got home warranty brochures. We've got our marketing folder. Some of you have asked, where can I find different logo images and those stamps to put on things? All of that is inside of this marketing folder. This Team WPR Agent Resources has our preferred vendor list. It's got the public Team WPR contacts in case you ever needed to contact another agent in the brokerage. Open house feedback forms that you can print out. There's a lot of stuff in here for you to utilize. This folder was created just for you, and it's there for everyone. As soon as you log in, it'll be there under the shared with me. Now, here's something really neat you want to do. If you want it to show up where it says My Drive and just come up without you clicking shared with me, you want to click right here on this little down arrow. There's a little down arrow right at the top. You want to click there. And from there, you want to click on Add to My Drive. Now, it's not going to show it on mine because I've already added it to my drive. It'll show here underneath Share, and between Get Shareable Link, it'll say Add to My Drive. You want to add it to your drive. Okay, so now I showed you that. The presentation for the appraiser is going to be in this folder. It's not there right now, but by the time you watch this video, it will be in there. So if you've been looking for that presentation, there you go. Now you've got it. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to talk about money, and I want to talk about some of the difficult things that we don't often talk about as agents. You see, we love to celebrate the wins, but we never go back and look at how much did I actually win? What was the real win amount here? And that's really important if we want to run a good business. So what you want to do is you want to look for this one that says Team WPR Sample P&L. Now, for those of you who wonder what the heck is a P&L, a P&L is a profit and loss report. This is where you determine how much money came in, how much money went out. Did I make money this month? Did I lose money this month? And I know several of you, after we watched the Tom Ferry training on finances for an agent, you were wondering, where can I find a good spreadsheet? And you didn't know how to create it. So Manuel Mata, one of our agents and RSPs for the Lake Houston office, he put this together for you guys. All I did was go in there, make a few small changes, and make it to where you can edit it. So what you want to do right now is you want to go ahead and double click that and open it up. And as soon as you double click it and open it up, what we don't want to do is we don't want to work on the main copy. So if you work on the main copy, then you're going to change the formulas and the way it looks for everybody. So number one, very first thing you want to do when working on this, you want to go up here to the top where it says File. We want to click on File, and you want to click Make a Copy. So click Make a Copy. It's going to ask you, where do you want it to go? We don't want it to go to the Resources folder. So here where it says Resources folder, we're going to go back. We want to go to My Drive. It should say My Drive up here. If it says My Drive, you're in the right place. Select that. And then I'm going to take away the copy of it. I'm going to say Gibran's Agent P&L. Okay. You want to do the same thing. You want to make your own copy, and remember, it needs to go into your drive. I don't want to share it with the same people. This is private for me, and I don't want to copy any comments because I don't know what's in there. Okay, now I'm working on my own copy. So you want to make sure as soon as you're in here that up here at the top it says Gibran's Agent Team WPR P&L there at the top of the page. Or here on the title, it should say Gibran's Agent Team WPR P&L. If it says Team WPR Sample, you're working on the wrong version. Jump out of there, make a copy of that one instead, and create your own. So I'm going to close that one so we don't accidentally mess with it. Now inside of here, I want to explain to you how this thing works, how you can utilize it. First of all, we have our income section here. This is how much money you've brought in. So let's say that I've done some resales right now, and I brought in $6,000 in commission, and I did one lease, and I brought in $800 on that lease, and I had one referral, 25%. It was a $5,000 deal. It was 20%, so I got $1,000 on my referral there. Okay, so this month so far, I've brought in $7,800, right? And we do this on a month-to-month basis. You'll notice down here, I'm going to hide that. You'll notice down here it says June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So you can actually go in here and work on the July one. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to make copies of this, and I'm going to show you how you can copy it so it keeps all of the formatting. All you do is right-click and hit duplicate. And it's going to duplicate. It's going to say copy. So now all we do is rename that, and we can put July 2019. It's not letting me because there's already one named July 2019 there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put July 201, and then I'll delete these other ones. Click on delete. Okay. We can delete these other ones down at the bottom. These are different sheets. They don't have the same formatting. So we're going to get rid of those. You'll want to do the same exact thing on yours. Delete. Okay. And right now is a perfect time to be working on this because we're at the end of the month. This is a great time to look at what have I done in July and then start looking at what am I going to do in August. What is my August going to start looking like? So I've erased all of those. Now I'm got a clean slate, so you should have already done that. I'm going to rename this one July 2019 now that it allows me to. So I can look at my July. I can get rid of this one here. I don't need this June one anymore. June is in the past. If you want to create a copy for June, you can. Then I'm going to create a copy, duplicate, and I'm going to make August. So I'm going to rename this and make this August 2019. All right, perfect. So now I've got August and I've got July. Excellent. So I'm working on July right now, and this is what I want you to be working on your July. So I've got my income, $7,800. This is where sometimes we get way too excited, and we go, "Oh my God, I've made $7,800 in income this month, and I've crushed it. I made a lot of money." And then we go over here to the dues side. And this is our expenses. This is where we got to put in here. Maybe this month I spent some money on buying some office supplies. And so I'm going to come in here. I'm going to say I bought some pens and pencils. I don't know what you've purchased this month. I'm just saying this is an example. And then I'll go here. Pens and pencils, I spent $25. My membership dues or my sync. So I'm going to change this membership dues. And I'm going to say, okay, well, that was $50 this month. I also spent $250 in Facebook ads. I spent $100 on client pop buys. I made some flyers. I printed flyers for 3 of my listings, so that was $150. I had those 3 same listings, so I spent $450 in pictures. My CSS, 3 listings, $50 each, that was $150. My easy tag, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes my easy tag bill is really high. So I'm going to say my easy tag bill was $175. I spent some money going to the car wash. So I spent about $100 this month going to the car wash, making sure my car looks clean. I spend about $75 a week in gas. So that's $300 in gas. I also did have to get an oil change this month. So that was $75. Then I went to a couple of trainings and I spent $500 on all those trainings this month. Business lunches, I took some clients out about 10 times, $50 each, so $500. And then miscellaneous other little expenses in my business, I might have spent another $1,500. So it's going to automatically add up what my total expenses are down here at the bottom. And you see, once you take that 7,800 and you subtract all of these expenses, what I'm really left with is $3,475 this month. So when I thought I made $7,800, I really only made $3,475. Now your expenses might be different, but this is where you start to determine, what did I really make? How much money, how much profit did my business really truly make? Now I want you guys to spend the next 15-20 minutes going through here, calculating your profit and your loss for this month, and then figuring out how much money did you really make after expenses in the month of July. And then go ahead and start setting up the one for August if you'd like, so that you can figure out what is your August going to start looking like. But I hope this is helpful. Find that agent resource folder, go in there, work on this P&L, and figure out, what did I really make? What did I really lose possibly? Because sometimes, let's say that I didn't make the $6,000 on a resale. Let's say I only made $2,000 there. Well, all of a sudden, I lost $525 this month. I actually paid to go to work this month. And that's where you start to determine, oh man, I need to cut my expenses down. I need to increase that income. But the only way to know is to do an accurate P&L. So I hope this was helpful, guys. Go over there, start working on this right now. Spend the next 15 minutes figuring out where you accurately are for the month of July. And if you have any questions, reach out to your RSP or reach out to me directly, Jabron at teamwpr.com. Take care, guys. Have a great weekend.